welcome back. This will be the second episode of the Stitched with Love podcast. I was going to do Vlogmas, but it didn't end up working out, so I had recorded the first day, and then the app I use to edit got rid of all my footage, and I just got too frustrated, so maybe next year. But so we are back with another podcast. I do have a finished object. I do have a new cast on, and I do have some new yarn, so that will be exciting. Today is Sunday, the 5th or the 6th? The 6th of December. So coming up towards the end of the year, and yeah. So I'll jump into first the finished object that I have, which is called the midwife blanket. And so it is finished. I've woven in all the ends. It's not that big, but it was just some yarn that I had laying around, and I was like, you know what, we'll give it a go. Let's just see what happens. So that's this. It's just a 100% acrylic yarn, as I showed last week, that I got from Spotlight, and it's just got yellow for the edging. So that's that. So that's now finished, which is nice. And then as for works in progress, I still have that commission, which I'm going to work on after I finished this podcast. Which, you know, we are still going. I've said about moving my stitch marker last week, and I completely forgot to do that, so I'll probably do that while I'm on here, actually. So then I can show you how far I've gone in a week. But yeah. Move that now. I don't want to stretch my stitches. Almost. Try not to split them as well. Try not to split the yarn. There we go. So, oops, sorry, split my arm. So in a week, we'll be able to see. There we are. So that's where I am with this one. I will have this one for a while because it is very big. I've made some progress as well on the other baby blanket, the knitted one, the lace one. So you can see a little bit more of the pattern now. See, it will stand up more once it's blocked, but it's a leaf pattern. So, working on that. Done a little bit of that on my third repeat now. No, on my second repeat. I've got to do 5, so 5.5 repeats. So I'm on my second repeat. That's what the back looks like. But yeah, it's just, let's see if I can move closer. So it's just decreases and yarn overs, and then it's got a border here that separates them. And then I have a new cast on, which I might have to be a little bit quiet about because it is a Christmas present. But before I get into that, I will show you the new yarn I got. This is what I'm using for it. This is Southlander DK from Skeins. This is the colour charcoal, and it's just 100% wool. When I first felt it, I was like, oh, it feels kind of scratchy, but actually when it's lifted up, it's actually quite nice. And then I do have some Skeins Super Soft that I'll use to wash after. So, and that should hopefully soften it up. These are 200 gram balls, approximately 400 meters, made in New Zealand. Hand washed in cold water with mild soap. dry, flat and shade, do not bleach. Yeah. So, it says New Zealand High Country Wool. So, yeah, it's just standard wool, 100% wool yarn, not super wash treated. And I got quite a few of those, and they're quite large balls, which is great. So, the project. I'm using my new needles, and I'm really, really excited. So, as you can see, I'm using the ball's looking a little bit sad now because I've used half of it, the Southlander. And this is my project. It looks a little bit funky at the moment because I'm in the middle of the body, but try not to have my stitches fall off because I'm knitting in the round. It's a jumper! It's a jumper for my husband for Christmas. So you can kind of see a little bit of the shaping now. Couldn't see much of it before. Looks like it's a really low V-neck. It's not, I've just got to do the ribbing. So it has, don't know if you can see because it's dark. Probably can't too much Raglan shaping. And it's really fun to work with. These are my new Caspian wood needles. 4.5mm. These are the new interchangeable set. Do this way you can see. And they just pop off. Like that. And you screw them back on. Which is great when I've got to change needle sizes because I can just keep them on the cable and just change the needle tips. This, I can't remember the name of the pattern. It's on my phone and I'm recording on my phone, but it's a paid pattern on Ravelry. I will drop it below. And yeah, it did say about using worsted weight yarn, or in New Zealand we call it Aran weight, but the Southlander is on the thicker side of DK, so it, like, gauge wise it works out fine. So I got the DK one because the next size up, which is the chunky, was gonna be too thick, so you know, it's alright. So yeah, it's just a simple knit jumper. So you'll see me working on this and I am super excited. It's been a lot of fun. But yeah, so that's what I've been working on. I haven't started my mooncat shawl yet. Someone's calling. No, not calling me. Okay. Haven't finished my mooncat shawl yet. But I do also want to start casting on some smaller baby items for my Etsy shop. So you'll probably see some of those as well. But I obviously want to get this done as soon as possible. So it actually doesn't feel too bad in the once it's stood up. It's actually quite nice to work with too, to be honest. I've not worked with this type of wool before. I normally only work with superwash, which has a complete different texture. So it's actually been quite nice. And I will definitely order from them again. Skeins has some lovely, lovely wool. It's all natural fibres and it's all made in New Zealand, so I'll probably order from them again. So yeah, I'm trying not to get too much yarn because at this point it's almost confirmed, but I'm just waiting to hear back from my boss, my big boss, but at this point it's highly likely that we will be moving in the new year. So you will see my background start changing. I possibly may even do a moving down vlog, I don't know, because I'm not going down with my husband, I'm going down with my dad. So, don't know. He's going to drive the truck for us. And then John's going to follow a bit later because he's got to finish up here. So, I'm basically going to go down, get it all ready, and then he will follow me after. So, it's looking highly likely we're going to be moving to the Manawatu, specifically Palmerston North. So, it's about a 6-hour drive if you don't stop from Auckland. It's lower North Island, about a couple of hours north of Wellington, which is our capital. And it's a quiet city. It's not overly busy. It's getting busier while people are leaving Auckland. But it's just really nice down there, and we can afford it. It's part of what it comes down to as well, because Auckland is just incredibly expensive. Anyone who lives here knows it's going to be expensive, and yes, the cost down in Palmy is increasing, but it's nothing compared to what it is up here. So it's a lot more viable for us to move. So that's going to be happening in the new year probably. So you'll start to see me packing. There won't be so much new yarn. It'll be using what's in my stash. So you'll see probably lots of the same stuff. Not the same stuff, but like the same types of yarn being used. And because whatever I've got with me, I've got to move. I am thinking about buying 2 sweater quantities just for me to do over the summer, but I don't know yet. The 2 I'm looking at are from Kiwi Yarna, so that's Kiwi and then Yarn -A, Kiwi Yarna. I'll link them below as well. And there's a couple of their yarns that I really, really like, so I don't know. So if I do get any new yarn, it'll be that, or anything I get given for Christmas, because that's coming up. And I've already heard from my mum that she might be just getting me a gift card. I don't know. We'll find out. We will find out. So anyway, that is all I have today. It's a shorter video. I'm hoping that as time goes on and I have more projects that I'm doing, more yarn and new adventures kind of happening, that these podcasts will get a bit longer. Mine I feel like are very, very short. But it's just the beginning, and so we will see what happens. So take care. I will see you guys next week, and yeah, and just enjoy the time. I know it's been a crazy year this year, but we are almost there. So I will let you go now, and I'll see you next week.